We've had some requests in regards to timing on the SRs, so I just thought I'd show you quickly. Very straightforward. Normally they don't need adjusting. It's a good idea to check it though. Off the top of my head, I think there's at least 3 or 4 different stators that actually come with the bike, depending on what year it is, the Australian ones versus the overseas ones, SR400, SR500. Look, the way to tell, in fact, there is a number on this one. This one's an Australian SR, and the number, that's it there, yeah, 032 000-045. So that's 045. I think there's a 051 and a 035. Anyway, there's a few different numbers. Basically, another way of telling them apart is when you take the flywheel off inside, the windings, which are all the way around, 12 o'clock all the way through, the big winding is in different positions. It can be at 9 o'clock, I've seen them 1 o'clock, there might be one at 6 o'clock as well. So yeah, and on the different angles. This particular one I think is at 1 o'clock. Once again, off the top of my head, I'm not sure. We'll take it off and have a look. But so yeah, but even that alone tells you there's different ones. What we're going to do here is we're going to use something like this timing light. Straightforward. You've probably seen these before. You may have used them. Very handy for doing your timing. Another thing we're going to do that could come in handy if you don't have a tacho is I keep one of these in the workshop at all times. That just goes under the coil and is adjustable between 2-cylinder, 4-cylinder, and even cars if you want to do 6 or 8 cylinders. We don't need that because this particular bike has a tacho. You can hook up the power of one of these to a battery box like I have there, or if you've got a battery on the bike, any 12-volt source is fine. And then you've seen something like this. I think they're called the pickup or something like that. But as part of the timing light, you actually just put that straight on to your coil lead like that, and when she's firing up, that sends a pulse through, and this is good enough that it actually picks it up. So when we check the timing, it's pretty easy. The other thing is, can be handy to have a bit of some whiteout or something like that. In fact, I might get some, just so when you do check the timing, it's very visible the point that you're trying to achieve. We're going to stop here. We're going to zoom in, get this bike started. It's a kickstart, so that's always fun. We'll get it started, zoom in, and you'll actually be able to see exactly where it's supposed to be and where it's supposed to go through to. Alright, so now we're looking at our flywheel closer up. You can see all I've done is take the cover off. There is a gasket in there, but it doesn't hold any oil, so that's not a big deal. Now hopefully you can see these marks here. There's a T and F. On this particular model there's also a 20, 30 and 40. I have seen it on other flywheels where it only has T, F and then an advanced line. Basically what we're trying to, you might be able to see I've put some white out there on the F. T is for top dead center, and you'll see that notch just on the engine case there. That's what we're going to try and mark it up to. If everything's going right, then it shouldn't be a problem. So you've got top dead center here. F is firing point, so that's where it's going to start off. That's in a retarded position. And then the 20, 30, 40 shows you the advanced positions. Normally on the Australian model SRs, 30 to 35 when you crank it up a bit, when you up the revs, is about right. So hopefully what we're going to try and find, if everything's working right, we're going to have that F flashing right there each time, and then as we advance past 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, you should start seeing it go right up to hopefully about 35. Obviously in a situation like this, engine covers off, just be careful. If you've got shoelaces or something like that, stranger things have happened, can be dangerous. Just be careful when you're doing something like this. Don't get your fingers caught. Usual sort of safety things. All right, I'm going to get this bike started, hopefully without too many dramas, and we'll go there and we'll see how the timing is. Can you see that? Camera woman? Yep. Yep. That's on the right mark there. Perfect. So as hopefully you were able to see that, it was in fact firing right on the F just as we needed it. She's running out of fuel obviously. I didn't leave any in the tank, thus the spitting and backfiring. And it went up as far as 35 there, so that's perfect. You know, we can't ask for much more than that. So I'm going to put a new gasket on, put the new cover on, and this particular bike still has a charging issue. So I've got to look elsewhere. It's quite easily the alternator, so I'll check the wires out of the alternator. But anyway, there you go. So you might be able to use that for other bikes, where you want to check the timing. It gives you a rough idea. Very simple process, and thankfully on a bike like this, it's very straightforward. All right, talk to you soon.